Well, if you're a performing musician, if you want to, that's what I like to do. That's how I develop the music, is to get on a stage and play it somewhere. Doesn't matter where it is or what kind of place, but it's a performance. You have to travel. You can't just stay in your town or in your country. You have to travel, and I'm lucky. There's always been an interest in my music in all these kind of faraway places, and I get to go and I see a lot of stuff. I like sitting in the car. I've seen so much beautiful scenery. Sometimes I've already seen it before, like Abruzzo, but seeing it again is fantastic. It's always different. The light is always different. And if you're sitting in a car, then you see a lot of interesting things. Also, he likes to take back roads sometimes. I really like that. Then you see a lot of interesting things, you know.
Yes, you don't know what it is like driving in a car with me. That I think no train, no plane could compare with that.
No, I mean, but also, I've had great experiences taking trains all around. Some of the train trips I've taken are really, to me, incredibly interesting. When I took the bus to play at the youth center in Travnik from Zagreb, that was one of the most incredible trips I ever took in my life. Just the scenery and all the different checkpoints, and then seeing mosques in the distance. And it was really like, it made me feel like a traveler in the old days, like Marco Polo, or going to someplace really exotic. It was really, really cool. So I haven't gotten tired of that. In fact, I think it's just a sign there's something wrong if a person doesn't appreciate travel and seeing interesting things. And the best example was my friend Brian Ritchie from the Violent Femmes. They were talking about, they always have a problem with the drummer in this band. The original drummer doesn't keep time very well, and that drives Brian crazy. So at one point they brought in a better drummer, but the guy started to get depressed, and Brian said, I knew I had to fire him when we stopped at Niagara Falls, which I don't, is one of the largest waterfalls in the world, and a really beautiful place, and very easy to see from the highway. You just drive a few feet and bang, you're seeing this incredible thing. People get married and go there to see it, And the guy wouldn't get out of the car to look at it. He said, I knew there was something wrong with this guy. And he said, the next thing you know, he's going to go crazy and kill everyone in a motel. I mean, that's a sign of insanity that you would want to get out of the car and look at a beautiful waterfall. So when I talk to somebody that says, that they hate to travel, or they're not interested, or I never go look at anything, I think there's something wrong with this person,
It's very fun.
It's part of the riches. I find, there's like a richness of a wealth in my life from playing music. It's not about the bank account. One of my children once that went traveling around Europe, I gave her a lot of addresses of people to visit, and I remember she said, my dad doesn't have $1 million in his bank account, but his address book is worth $1 million. So having all these friends in different places and seeing all these things, it's worth a lot more than, having a lot of money.